Farberware presents the top 5 best rolling pins. Let's get started with a list. Starting off our list at number 1, J.K. Adams Maplewood Medium Gourmet Rolling Pin. This style of rolling pin, also called a baker's or American rolling pin, is most likely the one you are familiar with. It has a wooden barrel that rotates around a dowel attached to 2 handles, usually wooden as well. This is by far the most common style you'll find in home kitchens. The 12-inch rolling pin is made in Vermont of solid maple, and the barrel is waxed to prevent sticking when you're rolling out your dough. The rolling pin is easy to care for thanks to the steel axle that runs through the middle. To clean it, scrape off as much dough as you can, then wash it with warm soapy water and dry it immediately. At number 2, Farberware Classic Wood Rolling Pin. Made from moisture-resistant hardwood, this no-nonsense rolling pin is a solid choice for any kitchen. The barrel portion of the rolling pin measures 10 inches, which is pretty standard for most rolling pins. This model even rivals our budget pick in price, so even if you aren't sure how often you'll use it, you won't have to worry about spending too much on this pin. Even though this model has nylon bearings which should be rust-proof, it's still best to hand wash this rolling pin and dry it immediately after to prevent any warping or cracking of the wood. At number 3, Fox Run Polished Marble Rolling Pin. Aside from being aesthetically pleasing, a marble rolling pin has a couple of major benefits. First, unlike wood, a marble pin can be chilled in the fridge or freezer, which is ideal for working with temperature-sensitive doughs like puff pastry or pie crust. Second, marble pins are generally heavier than their wooden counterparts, so they can help flatten a stiff dough with ease. This model from Fox Run has a 10-inch pin and 4-inch wooden handles on each end. It also comes with a matching wooden base to make it easier to store in a cabinet or on your open shelving. No more worrying about a heavy 5-pound marble pin rolling off the shelf and onto your toes. At number 4, J.K. Adams FRP2 Maplewood French Dowel Rolling Pin. A staple in many restaurant kitchens and in the home kitchens of professional chefs, the French-style rolling pin made from a single dowel with tapered ends and no handles is gaining popularity among cooks of all types. Because the lack of handles gives you more control over the pin and makes it easier to get a feel for the texture of the dough. This French-style model from J.K. Adams is made of maple and is handcrafted in Vermont. It's the same brand as our best overall rolling pin. J.K. Adams knows a thing or two about rolling pins thanks to their more than 60 years in business in New England. At number 5, Good Cook Classic Wood Rolling Pin. For anyone who only needs a rolling pin once a year for making Thanksgiving pie crusts, a budget model like this one from Good Cook will probably do just fine. This model is fairly basic. It is made from a single piece of hardwood, although the type is not specified, and has nylon bearings to make the rolling pin glide smoothly and avoid rusting. Even with that, the pin should still be hand washed and dried immediately.